Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt restless, always rushing, always wanting results now? We live in a world where everything moves fast. Short videos, instant food, quick success stories. It almost feels like being slow is wrong. But is that really true? Ancient wisdom tells us otherwise. Today, let's step into the teachings of a great thinker, Laozi, the author of the Tao Te Ching, a master who taught that patience is not weakness, but a powerful way to live. As Laozi once said, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. This one idea might completely change how you look at your life. So take a deep breath, slow down, and let's spend the next 30 minutes together exploring the true power of patience. When we think of Laozi, most people think of the Tao Te Ching, a book of only about 5,000 words, but filled with timeless wisdom. Laozi lived around the end of the spring and autumn period in ancient China, a time of war and chaos. But instead of getting caught up in the fight for power, he chose another way, following nature and acting with patience and flow. One of his most important ideas is the Tao the Way. What is the Tao? Simply put, it's the natural order of the universe. It's invisible, yet present in everything. Like rivers flowing downhill, trees growing toward the sun, seasons changing without force. To live wisely, Laozi said, we must align with the Tao. And the best way to do that? Through Wu Wei, effortless action, not forcing things, acting when it's time, and resting when it's time. Laozi said, man follows the earth follows the heavens follow the Tao follows what is natural. Nature is the highest wisdom. Patience is not laziness. It's respecting the natural flow of things, like a bamboo tree, spending years growing roots underground before suddenly shooting up into the sky. Today, let's return to Laozi's wisdom, not to slow down our dreams, but to build deeper, stronger foundations for our lives. Laozi once said, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Think about it. A tiny seed becomes a towering tree. A river carves through mountains. Seasons come and go, year after year. None of this happens in a rush. Nature works at its own pace. It never forces anything, and yet everything important eventually happens. But we often want everything immediately. Quick success, quick results, quick answers. We get frustrated if things take time. Laozi reminds us, important things take time. Growth takes time. Healing takes time. Building a meaningful life takes time. Think about bamboo. For years, it barely shows any growth above ground. But underground, it's growing roots, building a strong foundation. And when the time is right, it shoots up almost overnight. If you gave up during those early years, you'd never see the miracle. So Laozi teaches, slow is not failure. Rushing often leads to ruin. If you're on the right path, just stay patient. Life will bring you to where you need to be. Patience isn't about doing nothing. It's about trusting the process, letting growth happen at its natural speed. Another powerful teaching from Laozi is this: act without striving, and nothing is left undone. Wu Wei. Sounds strange, right? How can doing less lead to more getting done? It's about not forcing things. It's about moving with the flow, not against it. Think of a river. When it meets a mountain, it doesn't try to blast through it. It patiently finds a way around. And in the long run, it shapes the landscape itself. Water flowing over rocks. A farmer doesn't dig up seeds every day to check if they're growing. He plants them, waters them, trusts the soil, and waits. If he gets impatient and tries to rush the process, he only damages what he worked so hard to plant. Wide shot of busy city people rushing. In today's world, it feels like we must always be doing something. More emails, more work, more hustle. But Laozi tells us, sometimes the smartest action is knowing when to step back and wait. Patience is active trust, not giving up, but trusting that when you plant good seeds, growth will come when the season is right. One of Laozi's most beautiful teachings is, the highest goodness is like water. Water is soft. It flows around obstacles. It yields, it adapts. But don't mistake softness for weakness. Over time, water can carve mountains. It can shape landscapes without force, simply through patience and persistence. Visuals, rivers winding through canyons. Water doesn't fight, it finds a way. When life throws obstacles at you, being rigid, being angry, being desperate rarely helps. But if you move like water, flexible, persistent, flowing, you'll always find your path forward. Large waves crashing against rocks. Patience is not passive. It's like the ocean, endlessly moving, endlessly shaping, with strength that comes from staying true to its nature. Laozi teaches, flow like water. Stay soft, stay patient, and you will become unstoppable. Another powerful idea from Laozi is, empty yourself of everything. Let the mind rest at peace. Patience is not just waiting for things to happen. It's about how you wait. Often, what makes us restless isn't the situation. It's our busy mind, full of fear, desire, and expectation. Monks meditating by a mountainside, Laozi teaches us, true patience means calming the heart, trusting the unseen work happening beneath the surface. Like winter before spring, when everything on the surface looks dead, but under the soil, life is quietly preparing to bloom. Visual, winter snow melting into spring. Real patience isn't just about doing nothing. It's actively holding space for growth, even when we can't see it yet. It's breathing. It's trusting. It's letting go of the need to control everything. When we quiet our mind, we give life the space it needs to unfold naturally. Today, we walked through Laozi's teachings on patience. Nature doesn't hurry, but everything gets done. Act without forcing. Trust the flow. Be like water, soft yet unstoppable. Calm your mind. True growth happens in stillness. In a world that rewards speed, maybe the real secret to a beautiful life is slowing down. Visual, person standing at the top of a mountain, sunset in the background. Patience is not giving up. Patience is faith in the process. Patience is believing that even when you can't see progress, it's happening. Laozi said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and also with the courage to keep walking even when the road feels long. If you're in a season of waiting, if you're wondering when your efforts will bear fruit, know this. Your time will come. Slow down, trust yourself, and trust life. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts on patience, how you practice it, and how it's changed your life. Until next time, stay patient, stay strong, and keep flowing.